A few of the most popular freebies so far. Basically, loads of bundles on the website where you buy a product and you get an item for free, and there's going to be new deals right across the weekend. It runs till end of play Sunday, so make sure you come back across the weekend to shop with us, because it's going to be an immense weekend here at Crafters TV. So that's one launch day, and you've tuned in now for the launch of a brand new product, which I know lots of you are super excited for. Lots of you already got your hands on these. Lots of you already jumped in this morning on Wake Up Call and grabbed them, the brand new Baroque border dies. 30% of the stock, all the stock, has already gone. And I know this morning, if you watched the show, you will have been wowed by the demos and techniques that Debbie was showing you. And do you know what? As much as that was brilliant, I've got to...
That's what you need to tell them, Ben.
I said that with my lips. You know, as much as Debbie was brilliant, she was saying that she was the warm-up act for the main event that we've got for you right now. You ain't seen nothing yet. It is the one and only officially launching the brand new product. It's a fantastic Sarah.
Yes, I have literally rearranged the schedule to be in to do this launch because I love these dies so much. Right now, I launched these on HSN. What, 4 or 5 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
And I remember standing exactly where you are now, Ben, doing the first preview, everyone at home going bananas, and me falling in love with these dies even more, because they're an edgeable die, but they're an edgeable die that works in a really unique way as a two-part, and we've never done anything like this before. They're called the Baroque border dies. When I show you how they work, right, there you go, there's all the Baroque border dies, 4 of them in total.
What a price.
I'm not even going to tell you the details of them individually, because you don't do it. There's only 4 designs. Trust me, you need these in their life. And what's happened is, since we've launched them, I've seen more and more ideas that our other designers have done with them. So in prepping for this show, I've got 8 demos. There's no way I'm going to get through all 8. I'm going to try and get through as many as possible, showing such different concepts. Let me show you exactly what the idea is and how these work, okay?
Yes.
So see this, Ben, right? Beautiful border edge die. But for this time, you are cutting into the edge. So the actual border die is this shape itself. Yeah. But then you've got the detail that you cut in a separate colour and add on, right? Now, they're lovely over the edge of a card like this, or use them on the front panel of a card, just as a way to differentiate 2 different types. I'm going to show you how to do all of this, guys. Don't worry, and when you see it, you'll love how easy it is, okay? Now, I like to do things on them like how you have cards meeting in the middle. So like a gatefold card, flat gatefold this time, but so classy with that edgeable built into it, right? Or you can do things like your easel cards, where we've got the shaping at the top of the card with that lovely detail. It's actually the top and the bottom in this case. Yeah. Shaping with the detail on. Now, I am going to show you, in fact, I'm going to show you all of the ones, and then Ben has to do all of his stuff where you have to tell you what you can get, yada, 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 and all of this stuff, right? Yada, 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 and then I'm straight into the demo, okay? So, here's the 4 designs, right? So this one here is called your Leon. It's kind of upside down there. But so there's your Leon, right? That is the one that I was just showing you, is this design here, right? Loving this one, right? This next one here is probably the most intricate one in the whole collection, right? This is Dijon. Right, now that, let me find you, I want to pick the ones on the front. This is it here on a nice simple card, actually. Right, so there it is, just separating the 2 parts. Or you want to go fancy, we can go fancy, right? So now you've got like your meat in the middle gatefold, but with the edge pieces over there, right? So that is your Dijon, right? There's the second one here. Your third one is, let's have a little look, talents. Oh, I think I picked up a talents before. Yeah, I did. Let's have a little look, where have I put it? Here we go, I'm going to do your talents for my first demo, right? This is why you need them all, guys. They do all the same concepts, but look really effective. So there's the shape that we're cutting in, but actually here's the detail when we add onto it. Wait, I'll show you how to do that in just a few moments. And then finally, this is the Chambord one, and the Chambord's nice for those really big detailed cards. So where did I put my Chambord? Here it is. Chambord. There it is. That's the really big detailed ones. You can see the Chambord's the one that was used on here as well. Really gorgeous. We're going to use them all. I'm going to cover loads of different techniques. I've got so much to show you. Hurry up and get your housekeeping done, Benny boy. You tell them how they can buy them so that I can crack on and get some samples made.
All right, I'm going to go double quick speed then. So I have to do my hellos first of all. So hey to Alicia who's joined us from Arkansas. Pammy's in from Central New York. Vanessa's in from Florida. Thea's in from Holland. Hoi hoi! Monica's in from Cluj-Napoca. Hi to Betty from Oklahoma who's already ordered. Charlotte's in from Herne Bay. Gemini 2 will be with you soon, won't it, Charlotte? Boom! BJ Clark's in from Washington. Lois from Ohio. Rhonda's in from Chicago. Coletta from Arkansas. Kathy says I'm tuning in from a sunny and warm Central Illinois. And hi to Sarah Brown who's joined us. Carol Guy says hi from a sunny Wisconsin, as does Kathy from Missouri. Mary Beth Doyle is joining us from Minnesota. Lillian Kwok says hi. Debbie is out wandering the streets. She's gone shopping. And Sarah, I'm loving your new hairdo, says Susie. Looks amazing on you. Ben, have you got a snappy new haircut too? Well, I have, as a matter of fact. Someone didn't notice.
I did notice. It just didn't seem any really right home about news.
Oh, okay.
That you've had half an inch cut off your hair. Not being funny.
Anyway, thanks for all the lovely comments coming through. 30% of the stock of the Baroque border dies has already gone. That's where the majority of you are going. By the way, on the website right now as well, not only the freebie frenzy, but Fiverr Friday is live on the web too. If, however, you are one of those braggadocious people, one of those people who likes to go, you know, brag about your purchases, you might want to go for the Showstopper deal that we've got for you as well. Because the Showstopper deal is a little bit different, where we give you a bag of goodies, if you like, that you pay for, and then you get the brand new dies for free. That's how that works out. So if you want to be that person who goes, oh, you know these new dies that they launched on Friday, got them for free, mate, this is the bundle that you need to go for. And actually, you're saving still $27.96, $35.80. Look at the platinum price here, and these are all the goodies that you're going to be getting. So you'll pay for these and get those brand new dies for free. So we've got Sentiments from the Say It With Flowers collection. We've got that gorgeous fragrance Magnolia from the cut and emboss dies. We've got stencils and embossing folders from the Colour Your World collection. Really handy set of sentiments here as well, if the shoe fits. You've then got two stamp sets that came from the Tag Punch that we launched a little while back, and we give you one of our ink pads included as well. So that is your Damson Wine in the water reactive. So you pay for that goodie bag if you like, and then we give you all of those brand new dies for absolutely nothing. So two ways to go, because like Sarah says, you're not just going to be buying one of these. You'll either go Showstopper or you'll go for the bundle on its own, which is under £20 if you are platinum. That is an incredible buy, and lots of you have already said today what a great price point that is. So please get in, shop till you drop, and if you have got a few spends today, with it being payday, don't forget to top up that basket, maybe get towards free shipping, and get all those freebie frenzy goodies in. If it's a Showstopper you want, less than 200 available. That's all of my yada 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 done. Let's get on over, because I know Sarah was very, very excited and wanted to get in a demo very quickly, so hopefully we'll do it inside the first 10.
Yes, you need to see the concept, and then you go, oh, that is so much easier than I thought, right? So let me show you. I'm going to start with talents. They all work the same way. This is the beauty of it. Once you've nailed this concept, every one of the designs I'm going to show you today, you can do all of the designs with all of the different cards that I'm going to make, right? When I open this up, you can see in the set there's two dies.
Yes.
That's the concept behind how it works. Okay, this is an edgeable. This isn't. This die here, not an edgeable, right? This is just going to cut something fancy out. So let's pop that to one side at the moment and start off by cutting our actual edgeable die, right? Now, what I want to do is I've just got a DeLong card, as I used to call them, DL card, or a slimline card. You guys love your slimlines. They're called DL over here in the UK, so I call them DeLong, right? And I'm going to cut diagonally across the edge, right? So I'm just going to take this from the top to the bottom like this. Oh, I need a little bit of tape to hold that in place, Ben. Or Benny Boy, I quite like calling you Benny Boy. Benny Boy's good. So I'm going to take this across the way, hold that down with a little bit of tape, right? And we're going to pop that and cut that through the card, right? Now, I'm going to cut it in my Gemini, so I'm going diagonal across here, right? Yep. Then I'm going to go with my clear, my magnetic, and my top plate on there as well, right? So there's all of my dies. Okay. Sending that through, that will cut the edgeable. So just remember, just that one die in there that's the edgeable. The other one is the one that does the fancy bit, right? So here we go. take this, lift this off, right? And then watch what we're going to do next. You're going to get a pair of scissors and you're going to cut down side of the card until we get to the start part here, right? Yep. So now we've got the edge going across. So now we've got that lovely edge piece ready to go. So pop that to one side and I'm going to cut the detail in here now, right? So I find the matte works beautifully well, right? So I'm going to go onto the matte mirror card. Again, I'm going clear magnetic top plate.
That's on a freebie frenzy bundle today for you as well. Buy two, get two on the luxury card stock. Yeah.
You buy how many? You get how many?
You buy 2 sets and then you get 2 sets for free.
No way.
Yes way.
Oh, we totally need to be looking at that later then. Wow.
I know.
Right?
I know.
Give it a little bit of a poke out, right? There is our fancy piece, right? Now, watch how this is going to work. Can I just say, you just need your dotty tape pens for these.
Oh, you do.
Don't bother using anything else, right? Because I need, oh, that one's out. That was at the end of its life, right? I'm going to go all over. Now, notice I'm holding this in place and I'm just going right to the end to make sure that I don't damage the design, right? I'm not going, I'm just trying to be gentle.
Never do that.
Never do that, guys. That's also not a word that's usually in my vocabulary, is gentle, right? So you want that dotty tape pen so that I get all the excess on here, not on there, right? So now, bring this back in. This fits onto, no, it's not that way. Can you see? I'm looking, I'm thinking, oh, that doesn't fit. No, this way then, right? If I'd done the die, because you can get 2 looks out of this, if I'd done the die upside down, then you could use it the other way and get a different edge, right?
Yes.
I will show you that as we're going on. So now, just position that down so that goes onto there, that goes down there, make sure this is all lined up here. Those dotty tape pens meant I could get that all over the edge, just where, come on, doesn't that look brilliant? So 2-part edgeables, right? Then all you're going to do, dotty tape pens, I'm just going speedy on this because I wanted you to see the concept kind of quite quickly, right? Straight down here, you're going to use your all-purpose, you're going to do your layering like that, but I just wanted to show you nice and quick, and I'm going to go a little butterfly here, a little butterfly there.
What's super quick?
Yeah, this is my concept demo.
I love it.
I'm going to show you the concept quickly. How quick and easy have we made a fabulous card? And I did the matting and layering while you were doing your waffling on type stuff, right? But so all I did was the matting and layering ready. How brilliant does that look with that edge on?
Looks great.
That, guys, is what I call the concept. That is me showing you the nice, easy bit. Wait till I show you some of the I've got so many things planned. We're going to cover so many techniques today. I promise I'm going to blow your mind. They're all done with just these 4 dies. There's nothing like it in our range. Brand new concept launch.
They are incredible. You're going to look at an absolute pro making your cards straight out of the box here. We are almost at a third of the whole stock disappeared. Look at the price, $19.99, $23.99 if you're platinum. Bee's ordered hers, says the beautiful Vicky Cernak joins us from Florida. Christine Boda from Florida. Terry Anderson's in from Ohio. Lynn's joined us from the Isle of Wight. Judy's in from Michigan. And also we've got Kathy who says, we have Sarah with us. Woot woot. We love you and we love your product, Sarah. That is from Kathy.
Thanks, guys.
And Gilmore says, I've just heard that Ben has a new haircut, so I thought I would tune in and add my 2 cents. You're looking sharp. Thank you very much indeed. From sharp hairdos to sharp deals with the dotty tape pens, you can grab, I cannot believe, right, this is where we back ourselves into a bit of a corner here. We've been out of stock on the dotty glue tape pens for so long, and we've now put them in the freebie, frenzy. So you basically buy 2, you get 1 free. I know we have like the bigger boxes available for you. Get the details up on the screen for you here on these. So you get 3, but you only pay for 2 with it in the bundle. £7.98 or $11.12. Please grab these, please stock up. They will disappear. You are going to get 1 for free within that bundle. Quick. Grab those. Thea says, what means the Frenzy freebie? The freebie Frenzy, we are launching it officially at 6 o'clock tonight, Thea, but if you go to the website, loads of bundles and loads of deals where you get items built in for free. You'll check the page on the website, and we have got a full show on that later on this evening at 6. Here's another example of the freebie frenzy, where we are giving you a buy two get one free on the illustrators. Can you believe this? 36 pens you're going to get in total, but you are going to get 12 of them for free. $74.97, $134.97 is what you should pay. You're under £40, under $72 if you're a platinum member. We give you your figure, you've got your sketching, and then it's like we're giving you the seascape in that collection for free. All of these beautiful colours, top quality, artist quality alcohol markers with the fine nib, and of course that beautiful brush nib included too. What an opportunity for you. If you're looking to explore our ranges, maybe you're coming towards the end of your Academy of Colour and you're wanting to branch out and buy yourself some of the best from our range, this is the day to be able to do it. Don't come back tomorrow and spend 75 quid or $135. Come in today, and if you're platinum, you're pretty much almost at a half price deal on those. That is one of the many freebie frenzy deals that we've got going right now on the web. There's also another spectacular deal which involves our tri-blends. You'll see them all on the website. Check them out. A lot of them are just 24-hour deals as well, so you will have to be quick on those. The official launch this evening from 6. We are now a third of the stock gone on the Baroque border dies. You've only seen like the tip of the iceberg with these, the kind of concept as to how you're going to be using these, the fact that you've got the two dies together there, cutting you that edgeable, and then cutting you the detailed design to go over the top of it as well. And as we were talking about earlier on, this one here is your chambord, whether you go this way round, whether you go this way round.
Oh, I'm using that one next, and I'm doing one bit this way round and one bit that way round.
You literally did scare me then for a second.
Ben, how long have we been doing this?
I know.
It's not like it's a surprise when I just randomly pull something out there. I'm like, oh, Ben, I'm going to tell you about that. This happens all the time.
I just wasn't quite expecting that. So, heartbeat gone down a little bit. So you can go that way, you can go that way. Sarah's doing that next in the next demo. You can use it on the side, like so, or like so. Debbie made a glorious box a little bit earlier on, which was the demo of the show.
Oh, I bet she did.
Yeah, but hey, Sarah,
Debbie's awesome.
Here's the thing though, Sarah, give her her dues. She did say, she said, my demos are all right, but wait till you see Sarah's later on. She says that you are going to win demo of the day today. Debbie's already called it, so we'll have to wait and see. You've also got in here your talents or talents. Britain's Got Talents. Or Crafter's Got Talents. You've then got your Dijon as well. That one is absolute mustard. We love it, whether you go this way or that way. And last but by no means least, the Lyon, all named, of course, after beautiful regions within the wonderful country of France. What a deal that is. And again, you're going to see with Sarah through the show, lots of great ideas, lots of great demos. No doubt we'll have a look at the concept suite as well a little bit later on. When we looked through that earlier on Wake Up Call, in case you weren't here, 24, and this is just, from our ideas, 24 individual ideas and ways to be able to use these. So if you're looking for a set that's going to give you loads of creativity, loads of possibility, this is one to go for. And what a price today as well. Hopefully within everyone's budget today to pick these up, whether you go Showstopper or whether you go for the full collection right here. But bear in mind, over a third of the stock has now gone. Right, let's get back to Sarah. 20 minutes in and we're already onto demo number 2.
I am going to be smashing them today because there are so many brilliant things you can make with these dies. By the end of these 2 hours, you are going to be like begging me to get these dies out to you super fast because you're going to be so desperate to do these cards. They are that amazing, right? I'm going to use that chambord that Ben just said. What I love about this one is it's a little bit deeper. So if you want to make this the whole focal point of the card, which I'll do here, I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to start with the edgeable. So this one, if you missed me explain before, this is the edgeable.
Yep.
This isn't an edgeable. It's just something fancy, right? So I'm getting the edgeable one here. I'm going to take this now. I've done myself a little mini 5x5 card, Ben. And what I've actually done is, I think I'll do it this way because I've trimmed this. So I just cut this in half and I've just trimmed it, right? So I've just trimmed a bit off. So that's the top of the card. This is cut off the bottom type of piece, right? Yes. So let's just focus on this first. I'm going to pop that down here. I want the rounded bit at the bottom, okay? So this is the way you're going to cut it for this one here. So this comes along here like this. hold that in place. Notice I always stick the tape, Ben, on the bit that it's going to get cut away, right? Always try and do that. Don't stick the tape on the die. There we go, there's my first part. And now when I lift this off, then if I take this one off as well, oh, I'll leave the tape on so I can reuse that. Then if I take this one off as well, oh, I'll leave the tape on so I can reuse that tape. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so tight sometimes.
Debbie was saying exactly the same thing earlier on. Not that you're tight, saying that she's tight with tape as well.
And also it's not as sticky the second time round. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to pop the same on here. So I'm going to pop this right up to the edge like that. I'm going to hold that in place. We're going to go and do this second bit. Now, what I might do is, Ben, just for easiness, I might cut the fancy die out at the same time while we're going through the machine, right? So I'm with this one. I'm going to cut this one into black. Let's cut the fancy one out. Make all the same piece and then cut it all out again.
Okay, apologies if you're watching us on Facebook. We had a little bit of a wobble there and apparently the stream just went down on Facebook, but we're back now, so apologies if you've missed out on any of the action. We've literally just cut the die through, that was it, literally, you've missed nothing.
Don't worry, I haven't missed it. You can see the concept of what I'm doing. I'm just die cutting. Look at this. Look how easily they fall out here. Oh, yes. Right? And then this part here, again, I'm going to lift this off. Bear in mind, you're on quite a detailed piece down here. So just lifting that off ever so gently off the die. There's the first part lifted off. Then I'm going to do the same here. Lift that second part off. There's the bottom of my card, right?
Wow, that's great.
I'm going to stick this to here. And we're going to do exactly the same as what I did before, Ben, right? So I'm going to, with my dotty tape pen, oh my word, I'm so pleased we have the dotty tape pens back in stock before.
Can you believe we're giving it away for free though in the freebie frenzy?
I just don't know how I would have managed to do these cards without having the dotty tape pens. Right. And then we get in trouble when we use them and we haven't got them available because you all ring up customer services and complain about us. Yeah. So. Oh dear. Right, are you ready? So I put plenty of tape on. Yeah. Now notice what I'm doing, right? I'm lining this up. I'm comfortable with that there, so I can get that stuck. And then these here, I'm just using my pokey tool, Ben, just to position that into place. Let's get that right over into there, lovely. And then the same with this one. And because it's your dotty, you have got that little bit of manoeuvrability if it's not going exactly where you want first time. Yeah. Right? There's the piece under there. So there's that one there. Lovely. Right? And then I'm going to do exactly the same. Where's my top piece? Right? I've got another one that I've cut out, exactly the same. So we're doing the same again. Dotty tape pen and plenty of it. Yeah. Holding this in place so we don't end up with a misshape. But I am going to pop on extra tape onto here, right? So where we've got that really intricate bit. And then I'm doing the same again, Ben. This is coming and just lining up on there. How easy is this to do?
I was going to say, you make it look very easy, Sarah.
It is. Do you know, they look complicated. Yeah. And I think it's something you need to be shown, right? That's what I found. As soon as I started showing people, when we did these on HSN, they're like, oh, wow, that's super easy, right? So look at that, I've got the top one, and now I've got a bottom one. Perfect. So all we're going to do is make it float, right? So I've got a piece of acetate to exactly the same size with red liner tape on the bottom of both pieces. Okay. Now, just to make sure, look at this, I haven't quite got that lined up, but you would never know because it goes against the edge. Nobody's ever going to know that, right? I'm going to put an extra little bit of tape down there. I'm going to, is this my sticky bit upwards? Yep. Line up the acetate.
If you need red liner tape, buy two, get one free in the freebie frenzy.
We're giving away red liner tape as well? Yeah. What is going on?
I know, it's ridiculous. All weekend as well, Sarah, not just for one day. So hang on to your hats.
Freebie frenzy.
I know, good, isn't it?
I tell you what, I think I'm going to be a fan of the freebie frenzy. What else are we giving away?
Oh, 12 by 12 cardstock, well, tape pens you know about, paper, well, Spectronaut illustrators, mount boards, swing dies, colour blends. I mean, you name it, we're pretty much giving it away. And we'll have new deals added for you across the weekend. If you don't normally tune in at the weekend, tune in this weekend because you are going to see some amazing deals this weekend. It's going to be awesome across the bank holiday.
Right, I've run out of my straight tape pen, so I'm going to have to use all-purpose. Okay. Which was kind of code for, do you think you can just ask Jake to get us some tape pens, Ben?
Yes, Jay.
Right. There we go. So I'm just going to manoeuvre that into place for the bottom piece, right? So now we can see through. And then I've literally gone nice and simple. Great. So I've got a little, for a beautiful friend, and I've got my foam pads on the back there ready. So this is going to go in the middle here. And I've just got, this is really nice with like a nice little floral or something. So I've just got a nice die cut floral piece that we've done. A little bit of red liner on the back to hold that in place, just to hold all of it down in place. And that is just going to go up the side here. Look at that. How simple was that? But how effective does it look having that floating bit in the middle? Yes. Do you know, and both of those cards, very, very different concepts, both using that edgeable sweep, but in a very different way to kind of what you've seen before. You know what I'm going to do with them, Ben? I'm going to come over and put them right in front of you so that you can admire how awesome they are. 28 minutes and I'm 2 demos in, smashing it today.
Smashing it, absolutely right, smashing it. And here's the thing as well, you look at those, right, as finished cards, and you'd be thinking, like, if you just saw those without seeing the demo, so you're thinking, there's no way I'd be able to do those. No way I'll be able to do them, but how achievable is it to create a look just like this? There are so many of you shopping right now. Few of you asking about the freebie frenzy. I thought there was a tab on the website, but I can't see it now. What you need to do is go to the website, all right, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk, click on the schedule button, and basically you'll see all the deals on the shop the day or the last show of the day. So it's the second launch day that you need to be clicking on, where you'll see all of those freebie frenzy deals lined up and ready to go. Rosalind says, I'm stocking up on the dotty tape pens too. I usually need them around the holidays. I do not want to take the chance if they will be out. Kathy's ordered the dotty tape pens. Tina Rose says, these are fab dies. I've ordered mine already. So happy to have done my shopping earlier, says Sarah Brown. Not only did I get these dies, I also stocked up on my dotty tape pen amounts. Some other goodies coming my way too. Yippee. And Crafty Angie says, Ben, I am not playing around. I ordered the 12-pack box of dotty tape pens. Boom! Go that way if you want to do that. It's your prerogative, however you want to do it. That is still on the website. And this makes me happy. Julie was one of those people, Julie Barlow, you were sat on the fence earlier on, you were sat on your hands thinking, I've got to resist, I've got to resist, I've got to resist. I'm afraid I caved and I bought, says Julie. We knew that you would, we knew that you would. And if you are still on the fence, stick with us because we have got so many great demos to come your way. We are well over now, 1/3 of the stock of the main collection gone, but we've got lots of demos to show you. And of course, we're going to go through that concept suite for you too. So you can just get an idea of all of the different ways that you can use these, because I think this is very helpful for a lot of people because you might kind of get stuck in a certain area of makes and you think, well, what else can I do? There's about 24 examples coming your way now.
There is about 24, exactly 24. Now you've seen the gist, right? Let me walk you through. So this is the same card as the one that I've just made or the one I've shown you, just different heights and concepts, right? So this is what you're going to do when you're doing it. You're cutting across the edge, and bear in mind you can do both ways up, and then you can either cut the detail one way in or the other way in, but you've got that detail across there, right? What about doing things like a dome-fronted card and cutting at the top and bottom? Right, so you can see you've got that dome over the front with the edgeable at the top and also the bottom, right? Or stick with your dome fronted, but this time front them onto a beautiful bit of acetate like this so that they're floating. How clever do they look?
Amazing.
Now, I just think you don't have to do big cards. What about your little tiny cards? It could be like place cards at a wedding. And it can go one way up or it could go the other way up and just cut into the side of the card. Nice and simple. Not about just cutting to the side. What about cutting into the fold of a card, right? So this is actually done into the fold of a stepper card like this. So you can use them like an edgeable over the fold of a card like that.
Yeah.
Now I like this idea, where we've done one on the front panel and one on the back panel. I'm going to be showing you these sort of cards a little bit later in the show, but I think mirroring the top and bottom looks great. Fold backs. Fold backs and gatefolds lend themselves so well to this concept. Now this way, I always like this die so that the two face in. Yep, so you want the two, as opposed to doing two the same way, face them both in and they look really, really well. Twisted easel. Twisted easel on the fold, also being used there on the stopper, works just as well. This is a gatefold meet in the middle card. I think that's quite nice. You've got the Gatefold pieces meeting in. Z-fold cards. This is done across the Z now on the Z-fold. Oh, fold you up there, looking really good. How fabulous is that
That's amazing, yeah.
Oh, what's she doing? Oh, wasn't this a craft along at one point?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
What did Debbie call that? A pinwheel?
Wow, I love it.
Flap
Clearly,
card or
who's made my concept suite has decided to do that there. This is nice if you want to do a tent fold and done them down both edges of the card. That one lends itself really, really well. Any type of card, actually. There's a stepper with it on the front edge of the step. Now, here's the one that I've just done, right? So this is... And I actually took my inspiration. So if you see the card that I just did, right, you've got one over there, but I've actually got another one here. Can you see what I did, Ben? All I did is I saw this on our concept suite and I copied it exactly, but in coloured cardstock. Like literally exactly. It just shows you, this is why we do these shows, so you can get all your ideas from us, okay? You've got your fold back now.
Oh, pretty.
You've got just where you do it on the front and the back, but you're layering them all up. I mean, there are so... I mean, you can start going really to town if you want.
Oh, that's amazing.
Now we're getting ridiculous, right? I'm going to be doing an easel card. There's a tent fold easel style card.
Yeah.
What about using them around the three edges of a card? Look at this. Along the top and the two sides. How professional is that? You don't have to use them as edgeables. You can just use the actual dies themselves as a frame. How good does that one look?
Amazing.
Shaker cards.
Yeah.
Use them to do a frame, cut into the middle with your shaker cards or your shaped cards. Something like a handbag card here now. On the top flap of the handbag.
Yeah.
As well as on the bottom and the front. And then also your boxes, right? So this one's been done, regular box, but then you've got that little piece standing up from the bottom. Or cut them into the lids of your boxes. So here's a box where we've done the lid, but the lid is all those dice. How fabulous does that look? It's totally fancy. Loads of, is that what Debbie did this morning if she was doing boxes? Was it this sort of concept on the lid?
Similar concept, yeah.
Nice. So it just shows you this is where you could be going with it, right? There's 24 different, totally unique ideas. Multiply that by the 4 different designs. There's nearly 100 different cards that you could make with just this one. These are absolute no-brainer, but it's up to you. $24.99 or $29.99 is getting you all 4, or if it was me, I'd totally be essentially getting them for free when you get the goodie bag of other stuff, Ben.
Absolutely right. Crafty Andy says, paper from that last card, say it with flowers. Yes, absolutely. Loads of love coming through for the cards and also the concept suite. Awesome cards. Popping in to say hi from Kansas, says Coletta. Vanessa says, hello and good morning, everyone from Florida. Great concept, says Michelle. Absolutely, they are. And Patty Rusky says, I think I have to order these dies as well as the tape pens. If you go for these dies today and you haven't got the Dotty tape pens, get them in. Whether you go for the big box of 12 or you go on the buy 2, get 1 free deal that we've got within the freebie frenzy. Those Dotty tape pens are like the CC scissors in my house, says Rosalind. They are marked, do not use. And Laurel says, I love the versatility of these dies. Fantastic. Can they be used with the mini? Oh, funny you should say that. I think Sarah's going to be doing that in her next demonstration. Just to recap you on everything that you need to know, if you want to go for the Showstopper, now this is the one to go for if you like a bit of extra bang for your buck, and if you like the ability to be able to tell everyone that you've got the latest brand new launch from Crafter's Companion for free. This is the one that you go for, right? Because what we've done is we've bundled together a whole host of other goodies in this little goodie bag here for you, and you pay for these and then it unlocks the actual launch goodies for free. So you're going to pay for a lovely set of sentiments in here, and it's quite nice again actually because you've got lots of elements here that you can use alongside your brand new launch. You've got that beautiful embossing folder and stencil set from the Colour Your World collection, a stunning fragrant magnolias cut and embossed folder, that's also coming to you. More sentiments from the Say It With Flowers collection. Again, a lot of these I think you're going to use in conjunction with those gorgeous new dies that you're going to be receiving for free in the Showstopper. And then you've got 2 really quirky stamps that originally came with the punch, of course. This one is called, well, it's The Thought That Counts, and warning, the contents of this package may be awesome. Those are included, plus we give you one of our ink pads as well. That's in the water reactive. You've got the Damson wine, everything you get there that you pay for, and then you get all of the dies within the brand new launch for absolutely nothing. Platinum price works at $34.34 or $46.18. We have far less stock of these than we do the official launch, if you like. If you want to go for these, less than 200 of these available, less than 190 to go for, so get in early if you want those. I think this show, says Michelle, is one of the best demo/concept shows ever, which is, well, amazing praise indeed. Thank you very much indeed.
You've only had half an hour so far. We've got 3/4 of the show still to go. I might make a run for it and try and do as many of these 8 demos as I can.
I would love it if you got through all 8, because I think that would be verging on some sort of record, wouldn't it? 8 in a show.
I mean, I can do whatever producer Johnny says I have to do.
All right.
When he says speed up, slow down, whatever.
Okay, speed up, slow down. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to go through this deal fairly swiftly for you. Tri-blend markers, your 24-piece essentials. So our tri-blend pens, 3 different colours in one, if you like, or blends or hues. Your light, your medium, and your dark in those 24 colours that you're seeing here. Perfect if you want to get into your alcohol colouring. Perfect if you want to be able to do all of that amazing blending. And perfect again if you are moving on from your Academy of Colour and you want to grab that next set of pens to be working with. Now, if you're new to these, you'll be grabbing this bundle today. If you've already used the tri-blends and you love them, you'll be getting these today. Make sure you get this deal, because we had an instance earlier on where we had people trying to buy the tri-blend markers on their own for $63.99 or $95.99 platinum. If you go for the deal on the screen now, we give you the pens at this price, but then we give you just shy of £100 worth, $130 worth of freebies, and this is what you're going to get for absolutely nothing. We're going to give you scene layering stamps for free. You're going to get some of our amazing sentiment stamps that are just for you in all of those different fonts for free. You're going to get one of our amazing creator cards, the paper piecing one, that's for free. Another set of those beautiful sentiments, special friend, 12 different fonts for free. You're going to get one of our reveal the scene collections, the one with the little squirrel, for free. You're going to get the most beautiful die set from the Angel collection for free. To practice your colouring with your tri-blend pens that you're going to be getting in this bundle, you get one of those natural beauty stamps for free. You're also going to get some balloon sentiment stamp and dies for free. You're getting the Gnome Accessories stamp and die collection in there for free. You're getting one of our cute character front and back tag stamp and die sets for free. And only launched just a few weeks ago on Crafters TV, one of our quirky stamps, the Sun Bunny Loves You. That is £100 worth, give or take 11p, $130 worth of freebies that you're getting when you pick up the tri-blend markers. That, as far as I'm concerned, is the very best freebie frenzy deal that we've got. You need to be jumping in and grabbing that, because the more people waking up around the world seeing that, that will be disappearing, and we'll talk more about that and feature that more this evening, but make sure you grab it. Right, back to the launch, which is flying out of the door. 2 demos done, well over a third of the stock gone. Let's get back on over to Sarah, because we want to see more. We want to see more concepts. Any more questions, fire them in. And next up, Sarah, are you going to be using the Mini on this
I will
deal?
use it, but I should have done it on the last one, and then I ended up cutting the die at the same time.
Yes.
All on one run through. If you want to do quick run throughs, you'll see me using the MIDI loads with these, actually, when I've been prepping. So I'm going to use the Leon for this one. And what I'm going to do is, we're going to do a basic card. I've done my mats and layers on the card. Look at this one. It's lovely paper. This paper here is one of the ones from the Secret Garden papers, just in case you want to do. So I'm using the Secret Garden. I've got my mats and layers prepped. And then what I'm going to do, we're going to fancy up this background design, right? So remember, each one of these comes with 2 parts. This is your edgeable, this is not. So I'm going to use the edgeable first of all, right? Now, I'm going to go diagonally across the front, right? So I'm going to pop this one here, just making sure it fits into the front panel. Do you know what? This is absolutely one of them sets of dies, Ben, where you would benefit from having 2 lots of it to be able to cut 2 at once, right? So I'm going to cut one at a time, though. So I'm going to use that one first. I'm going to pop this in, run this through, all right? So we do the first cut panel. You're going to love this one. Honestly, this is just, all we're doing is fancying up the background of your card. So the sort of thing, because we've never had dies designed like this before, I'd never seen this done on any of the types of cards, right? So, and now this is going to lift away. Just make sure, there we go. Do you know, if you ever get this where it doesn't quite cut to the end, just bring your scissors in and you can just trim it away like that, right? So I've cut that corner, take the die off, right? There we go. And then I'm going to do exactly the same into this bottom corner here. So I'm going to use these, cutting into the edge there, Ben.
Take your point now on the duplicate, so if you can stretch to 2 lots, this is a great
example. It does make life a little bit easier.
Yeah,
you know
it does.
What? I need to go this way because we're going to cut it. Hadn't turned it round. That's really important, that, because I want the same part of the die cutting into that edge, right? So use that there. I'm going to do exactly the same again and send it through and do my second cut. Now, this is where you're using your big Gemini.
Yep.
Because we're positioning the die, right? However, the other die, this is when you can absolutely just whiz it through your MIDI, right? So, if I take this one here, I'm going to pop that on there. Watch how easy this is, right? Got me mini embossing folder, straight in we go, whiz it straight through.
There you
and
go.
It's just quick and easy and ready to go.
Yeah.
So that comes out there. Now notice what I'm doing. I mean, look at that. Straight through, right? Ready to go. You want 2 of them, right? So 1, I'm going to do exactly the same. Straight on.
That's why it's always good to have an electronic and a manual, isn't it? Because you've got the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. For this time, just wanted that speed.
Yeah, exactly right.
Straight through with that speed. I mean, look how quickly. It's not worth setting up setting up the sandwich on your main Gemini machine, right? So there's my 1 piece, and then here's my second piece.
Lovely.
To go with that. Just got to make sure that's popped out. Right, now, let's get my piece back out of here. Oh, that's come off there beautifully. Now, I want to do this a little bit more fancy, Ben, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a little bit of plum jam, right? Oh, this was me quick dry. I meant to pick up my water reactive, but never mind, it'll do the same job for me, right? So all I'm going to do is ink a little bit round the edge to give a bit of depth like that. Notice I'm not swirling, I'm actually just inking like this, right? Just because I want nice bit of colour on the edge, but I don't want to, let's see, that's that there. Just going to take off that tiny little bit because there's my die right to the edge. There we go. Right, so I've picked up that little bit of colour. Yeah. I can do smoothing around the edge on the corners, but not where you've got that detail, you'll lose it, right? I see, yeah. There we go. Now, look at me keeping tidy. You've got me feeling in a frenzy to go quicker, you know, Ben. Now you said you wanted all them demos done.
Don't let me panic you. You know, I just. Oh yeah, Debbie said as well. Don't worry about keeping tidy. Even though that she tidied up for you, she said don't worry that you should tidy for her. So you just do what you need to do, and don't let me panic you. I mean, we want to see 8 demos, but if you only get 6 done, we will still appreciate you getting the 6.
It's when it's the matting and layering like this, though, I always think, oh, I can speed up on this bit. Yeah. Because people just need to see me doing the.
Do you know what? More than anything, and I've seen a few comments. One, I'll read you from Carolyn. A lot of people appreciate the concept suite. She says using the black and white as concept presentations is great because we can then concentrate on the concept without being distracted by the colours.
That's why we do them. Yeah. Nice and easy to do, right? Yeah. So all-purpose is absolutely what you want to be using when you're doing your matting and layering like this, and you get it perfect, right? Now, this is going to come onto here, right? Yeah. And again, what I want is the detail of all of this sticking down really well. So this is where I'm going to come on, dotty tape pen, right around. Oh, see, look, I've pulled that bit off. I'm going to piece it back in though. Yeah. This is why you're going to be careful, guys. It's probably good for you to learn from me, actually. Better for you to see me going wrong with it a little bit.
And you won't be trying to do 8 demos in 2 hours either.
No, you won't be Speedy Gonzales like I am here, right? So I'm going to do that there, but then also put the glue down here so that I've got this for the. I mean, it's not really going to manoeuvre because I'm obviously going to be using the. I've used that dotty tape pen, but I can get this in place. So we're going to go straight down onto the front of the card like this.
This is looking great.
Get this in place, manoeuvre it into place. Once we manoeuvre it into place, then stick it down where I know I've got my dotty tape pen pieces in, right? So, and I'll stick this last little piece in when we get to it. Right, here are these bits here. This is where you use your dotty tape pen, right? So very, very careful, more careful than I'm being here, right? Very, very careful. And then this lifts up and just keep you tidy. So, because what I'm trying to do, Ben, is I always end up with excess. We use your dotty tape pen, you're going to end up with excess over the background, but I don't want my card to stick to it. So I'm always just, this is why I'm tidying up as I'm going, not just because I'm being nice for poor Debbie.
Can you just remind Gilmore as well where that paper's from? You did say, didn't you?
This one here, Secret Garden.
Secret Garden.
So look at that. That is going to pop into here, right? And then I'm just going to make sure I manoeuvre these into position. That's going into there, that's into there.
That's so good.
Isn't it brilliant? Look,
I know.
Manoeuvre all them into place.
Yeah.
Yes, how good does that look?
It's immense.
Right? I'm going to do the same again. So I'm going to just make sure all these little bits are popped out. It's a real sense of achievement with this as well because it's so different. That's what I love about this. It's going to be so different to the other dies that you've got. You're not rinsing and repeating the same techniques of what you've done before. You're trying some brand new card styles.
Tammy's just wondering as well, do you think, Sarah, these would work well on memory albums?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Good idea.
I think they'll work fabulously well with memory albums, right? So look, I've pieced that first piece in.
Yep.
And then I'm just manoeuvring these down into place. That's where, and then once it's where I want it, then I'll give it a push down. So I'm going to go the same into here. That's not quite, there it is, into place. Fold that in. And then that piece there was out of this bit here, was, oh, crikey, sorry, here we go, right.
Oh, okay.
That ripped off the edge of the, oh.
Barely even notice it, but...
Yeah, but I kind of knew, and I wanted to get it right, right? There you go.
There you
Nobody would ever know, right? No. Then look at that. Because I use them dotty tape pens, everything is in place beautifully well. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a nice wedding day piece on there. And I'm going to do a nice big globule of 3D glue gel down here. And a little bit of a foam flower.
Do you know what, again, without taking anything away from you, that looks like you would have spent hours doing it, but it was quick and simple, wasn't it? So achievable.
And you watched me do it from scratch. All I'd done, remember, firstly, I got all the mats and layers ready. Once the mats and layers were ready, then I used that edgeable to do the clever bit, and then the detail cut in. Love that. Really different, really, really different designs, these ones, and we're just scratching the surface. Got so much more still to show you.
That is my favourite of the three so far. And when you think about this as well, let's just put this back into perspective. 3 projects already here from Sara, probably 3, possibly 4, maybe 5 more to come. You've got all of the projects from, thank you, you've got all of the projects that Debbie showed you on Wake Up Call this morning, of which there were 3. So again, think about the bang for buck that you're getting, not only in the actual hardware that you're taking home, but think about the fact that when you get home, you can go, oh yeah, I can go back and watch Debbie on Wake Up Call from Friday the 20th. Oh yeah, and I can go back and watch the launch show with Sara, because she did 23 demos there as well. And then of course, don't forget, we'll still have masterclasses to come. There'll be a craft along with this as well. So you'll have so much input and education to get your teeth into when you get these home, so you'll never be stuck for ideas. It's such a beautiful, beautiful collection. 40% of the stock has gone now, and more will go, because we're going to send you off for a break here. Whatever you've got in your baskets, get it checked out. Fiver Fridays there for you too, so do make sure you have a quick look around there, and all those freebie frenzy deals, which we're going to be featuring at 6. The official launch at 6 o'clock tonight UK time, but you can shop those deals before we get there. Nice way to top up that basket and get you towards free shipping if that's what you're trying to do. But in the meantime, grab these because they are flying. We'll come back with more inspiration in about 3 or 4 minutes time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Hi everybody, I was just doing my stretches, getting ready. Running to do my half marathon on Sunday, so I always have to do a few stretches ready for that. Welcome back everybody. A bit of a gremlin in the system there. Lovely card, Sarah. I'm glad I was just doing that when you came back and nothing else. Janet says, my favourite card so far. My favourite card so far as well. And Pammy says, using these with the storybook kit is on the top of my list, I think. That would be a lovely idea. It's like that concept card that we saw with Sarah a few minutes ago that had that kind of beautiful storybook feel to it. So these will absolutely work wonderfully with that. And Andrew Bennett says, I think these dies also would be good to use in conjunction with the template library. You'll find so many different ways to be able to use these. Absolutely you will. And a lot of you say about that last card, this one that we've got here, the way we always get these laid out in front of us whenever Sarah's on. A lot of you say that this one has been the favourite demo, not only in this show, but the favourite one of the day so far. A lot of people are saying. Just a bit of chat as well, Sarah, about the size of the dies. Connie's just wondering whether or not these would actually fit onto A2 size cards.
Yes, so height-wise, these are 5 1/4 inches.
Okay.
So your A2 is your 6 by 4 and a bit.
Yeah.
So 4.25 by 6 inches. So we always design them fairly universal so that they'll work on your 6 inch and they'll work on, so A2 in the US, A6 in the UK, will make sure things work on both.
Excellent. Keep the questions flying in. Let us know what you're shopping for today as well. If you've already bought these, did you go Showstopper or did you go standard bundle? Oh, wow, we are now approaching half the stock of the...
that's jumped up, hasn't it?
I told you it would happen.
That is every time we have a break, everybody goes and gets checked out.
Yes.
Wow, half the stock now.
Everybody has been glued to the screen, Sarah, watching your demos. Then they've gone to the checkouts and checked out, and then they're back now for more inspiration. If you are still dawdling and dithering and maybe adding some freebie frenzy goodies into your basket, I'll show you more of those as we head through the final hour of the show, and we will give you more chances to check out in just a little while. But let us get back on with the demos. This is incredible, going at lightning pace. It just shows you how quickly you can use these and how great. Again, this card, like we said, pretty much made from scratch in less than 10 minutes. We're going to see another fabulous demo right now. Which of the dies are you going to be using next, Sarah? Okay, so I'm trying to use all of them. So the only one I haven't used in a demo yet is the Dijon, right? So the Dijon is the one that's quite Art Deco in its feel, right? So this is the Dijon one here, okay? Now remember, you've got the edgeable die fits one side of this. So can you see, this is the one that with the sticky out bits fits this side here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a fold back gatefold. Now, I've got a fold back gatefold ready to go. Yeah. If you've never made a fold back gatefold before, right? I've done this at 5 inches, which means your card needs to be 5 inches high, it's 15 inches wide, because it needs to be 3 times the width of what the card. So if we've got one a 5 by 5, it's got to be 15 inches wide. So that what you've got is, you've got 5 inches to here, another 5 inches to that, so that's 10, and then 15. And then these outside ones you score at the halfway point. So this is at 2.5 inches in from here. This one's 2.5 inches in from here. So that when you fold it over, your gatefold is going to meet in the middle, but they fold back on themselves, okay? So that's the design. I'm going to start with the edgeable piece first. So I'm taking this, and I'm having the point going towards the outside of the card, and I want that as far over as I can get it, okay? So it's going to go there. Now, I would actually recommend on these, get yourself 2 bits of your tape here, Ben, right? Yeah. Because that goes right up against the edge here, and I don't want it to move while we're going through the machine. So I'm going to go with 1 little piece
down here. And then my other piece down here, so that I'm holding it at 2 points, right? So this is going to open up, and we're going to go straight through the Gemini.
If you need low-tack tape as well, we do have the Baroque Border Essentials collection, which features low-tack tape for you as well, along with more cardstock. And also you've got some matte black cardstock, and you've got your little, what are they called? Thank you, Johnny. Foam pads. Don't know why I'm doing that.
I don't know how Johnny managed to work out that's what you wanted from that, but you know, he's so good, isn't he? Right, so there's the first piece, right? I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to line up the second piece as well. Look, I need an extra little bit of tape on. And again, I'm using tiny little bits of tape and holding them over both sides here, right? And then that's going to go through there. Now, actually, this is so small, the bit that we're cutting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm using my full-size Gemini so that I've got the place to be able to do this, but I'm just using a thin border sliver at the end. You might just be using, you might want to pause and reverse it, save sending it all the way through, right? So that's the edgeable part of the concept, right? So there is my fold-back gatefold ready to be decorated.
Brilliant.
Okay, so pop that to one side. Let's get the decoration ready now. This is when you can use your mini, right? So I've just got a couple of nice pieces. I'm going to bring the fancy part of the die in, and we're going to go for the first one, whiz it straight through. Now remember, with your midi, guys, you can fold your folders inside out. So you can get, so you know how we say to turn and rotate your plates?
Flip and rotate, yeah.
It's the same on the manual dies as well. You just turn your whole folder inside out, right? So a little bit of a poke, get all the edges out here. And then when I lift, oh, there it is, it's going to lift out. There we go, there's one.
I'm amazed, and I'm not amazed, but it is amazing how easily, for people who have perhaps seen our dies for the first time, how beautifully they do cut in all of our machines, and how easily you can take them out of the dies as well. You'd think because they're so intricate, perhaps you wouldn't get a great cut every time, but you do, and they release so easily, don't they?
Well, this is the beauty of them, and also because we're using them in the Gemini.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
Look at that, straight out.
Straight through, and I think I've had one bit to pop out of 2 runs through the machine, right? Now, remember with all of these, dotty tape pen, right? So we're going dotty tape. Now, this bit in the middle is no problem. Ah, look at this. This is because it's your, I've pulled a little bit off there. I haven't ripped it. It's just the cards, because it's the linen cardstock, it's much thicker, so it's taken the back off the card, right? Don't worry, just worry. If, as long as I don't damage the other side, I'm absolutely fine, right?
Yeah.
But the moral of the story, guys, is be careful.
That's it.
Don't go bullying a china shop in it like I am,
But
right?
like you say, you won't be hurrying as much as Sarah's hurrying, so it's all good.
Yeah, you aren't going to be under the same time pressure I am. So there's one. Let's go a little bit more careful on this one, right? So there, look, see? I'm still getting bits. Doesn't damage it at all, but be very careful with it. But this is why I've been using the mirror card on most of them, because you get less of an impact with that with the mirror card, right? So then, here we go. This is going to go onto that edge piece there. So notice again, I'm just lining up first of all. Once I'm happy with it, then I can use my pokey tool just to manoeuvre it into place. And then once it's right in the edge, then you can give it a good stick down. How easy was that?
Brilliant.
Right? Turn around, doing the same again. I'm going to go on here with this edge piece and then positioning it down in place. Once I'm happy with where it's meant to be, then you can just manoeuvre them into place, pop these down. Yeah, that's coming in lovely there now. And I'm just taking that, because what I learned on the other one is I had it too far on the overhang, and you don't need to. I can have it really well stuck, so I'll position that down, and let's just get that on the overhang perfectly. There we go. There's my extra bits coming out of there. Straight down and stick that piece in there. Look, I've knocked a little bit off the edge, but no one's ever going to know
No,
that's
of course
missing,
not.
are they not? You really would never know that. Then it's as simple as, oh, I haven't stuck this one down, right? I'm just going to go quick with the stick and downs here, just for speed, so I can get to show you more. Bringing these edge pieces down here, just a bit of decoration now. This is from the Colour Your World collection.
Yeah.
Love these pieces,
Gorgeous,
right? I'm going to go a little bit into the middle, so I can pop that one down there. Now I'm only using my dotty tape pen because it's to hand. Usually I would be using Oh, the all-purpose is what you saw me using before. And then these pieces are just so that when we fold that back, you're seeing a nice bit of rainbow card on the other side. Charlie would love this one. He loves a bit of rainbow, does our Charlie.
That's his favourite colour, isn't it, rainbow?
It is indeed. Look at that, straight down there.
Love that.
And then all you're going to do is, I've got here, sending a love and best wishes, which I'm going to pop on the inside there. And
That's great.
Nice little... And I'm going quick and easy, guys, because I want you to see it's the clever stuff that's the stuff worth taking the time, which is why I'm doing all the die cutting right from scratch for you.
Yeah.
But you don't need to see me doing the matting and layering. You want to see me doing all the fancy stuff.
Absolutely. I think that might be my new favourite one, I don't know.
Oh, well, I'm bringing it over.
The bloke in the truck yard behind us, he liked that one. Did you hear the toot you got then? Toot, toot.
Toot, toot.
Thank you. 4 down in an hour. Can you believe this? We are rattling through
smashing
them.
it.
Smashing it out of the park. We've got a newbie here. Grace is on YouTube saying, newbie here. Hi all, from the UK. Whereabouts are you, Grace? You'll have to let us know, but lovely to have you with us here at Crafters TV. Another amazing 3 cards too from the Queen of Craft, Sarah, says Amanda Bennett. And Betty Gorman says, I could not resist buying another set of these dies along with the Crafters Companion Baroque Crafting Essentials kit, which we mentioned. Great ideas. I should be working, but I had to stop by, says Betty. Well, we appreciate your stopping by. And Vicky Cernak says, I love that one. That's my favourite. And Carletta says, what a lovely, lovely card. 4 already done. I just want to quickly keep you up to speed with some of the freebie frenzy goodies. All of these officially launching tonight at 6 o'clock here in the UK. And it's the launch of an event across this weekend. We're doing it Saturday. We're doing it Sunday. There'll be new deals added right across the weekend too. So do make sure you watch. If you don't normally dip in on a weekend, firstly, why not? And secondly, do this weekend. We kickstart with Play Your Crafts Right tomorrow, the most fun show of the week, where it's your chance to win prizes and you can laugh at us and see how rubbish we are at all the games. And then we've got some amazing deals right across the weekend too. One of the deals you can pick up right now is this one, which we were alluding to earlier on, your luxury card selection. Some of the most popular cardstock, if not the most popular cardstock that we do here on Crafters TV, the luxury card, where you get 30 sheets in each colour, 10 sheets of the gorgeous glitter cardstock, best glitter cardstock in the business because you've got all of the sparkle, all of the pizzazz and the kapow, but without any of the faff and the fuss. You get 10 sheets of our beautiful mirror card and then 10 sheets of the stunning matte mirror, satin mirror card included in there too. So we give you the purple, that's 30 sheets. We're then also going to give you the green, again 30 sheets because 10 sheets of each, and that's where you finish paying. Because then for free, we are going to give you 30 sheets of the red, 10 in the glitter, 10 in the mirror, 10 in the matte mirror, and then 30 sheets in the gold. Incredible. That is yours for free when you buy those two. Like I've said, this is a buy two, get two. We've got buy two, get ones, buy one, get twos, buy one, get threes. It's all there on the web, but that is just £15.98 or $25.52 if you're platinum. That's been flying out of the door. And also, quick mention for your colour blends. We featured these briefly this morning on the Wake Up Call. Buy one, get one free on your artist quality colour blend wax pencils. These are incredible. They are worth the price tag of $24.99, $34.95. But you're not paying that for one, you're getting both of these. We give you the naturals, we give you the primaries, absolutely beautiful for blending with, and of course, if you've picked up the tri-blend deal that we've got as well, maybe even the illustrators too, these will work as perfect partners for taking your kind of HD to full HD, because you can add these over the top of your alcohol markers as well. If you've never tried these, today is the day to jump in and get both of those for that price. This will not hang around. That is, I'm sure, one of those 24-hour deals that will not be across the weekend. So get it now whilst we have it. People who have previously bought these will buy them again. If you haven't yet got them, that's one of the best deals I've ever seen on the colour blend pencils for $19.99 or $27.96. I'm going to have to get a stand for that card because it's really annoying me. Hang on, right there. Great TV, Ben. Now you're going to fall over the other way, aren't you? Showstopper deal on the new dies. So a lot of people go for the standard bundle. A lot of people now thinking to themselves, I want to go for the bundle where I get the new launch for free. You'll have to be quick because half of the stock of the dies have gone. The Showstopper deal is slightly different. You still get all of the brand new dies, all 4 sets, all 8 dies. However, you don't pay for them in this bundle. What you do pay for is a really fun, it's like a mystery bag full of goodies really, which we've put together, which we think will work beautifully with a lot of the dies that you've got in this set because we're popped in things like sentiment, so you can use these alongside the beautiful cards and boxes and projects you're going to create with your new Baroque border dies. That's from the Say It With Flowers collection. You've got this beautiful, absolutely stunning cut and emboss folder, the fragrant magnolias. You've got this set which comes from the Colour Your World collection. It's a beautiful embossing folder with that gorgeous sunrise, and then you've got the stencils included in there too. More of those beautiful sentiments. If the shoe fits, you've got lots of fun, funky sentiments right there. And then 2 sentiments that came from your Tag Punch collection. Warning, the contents of this package may be awesome, and well, it's the thought that counts. Plus, on top of that, we are going to give you one of our water reactive ink pads as well in the Damson wine. So that's your value, that's what you're paying for. And then you go, hang on a minute, I'll have all of the brand new dies that you only launched an hour and 7 minutes ago for free, please. Yes, that's exactly what you can do. £34.34, that's the platinum price. $46.18 is what you pay if you're in the US and you're platinum. And always worth bearing in mind, because I know Grace is watching us for the first time today, if you are a newbie and you haven't yet purchased from us, find this little sign, this little logo, that Club Inspire logo on the website, click on it, join the club. How much does it cost? It's free, doesn't cost anything. You can basically sign up for free. We need your email address, need your name, you create a password, boom, you're in. You'll get this price on your first order, so you'll get 20% off your first order, and then you'll become part of the club. We'll give you 250 points to make you a bronze member straight off the bat. So if every other purchase after that, you'll get 5% off, and basically for every pound or dollar you spend, you get a point. The more points you get, the further up the ladder you go. The more you save. It's a brilliant club, full details on the website, but if you haven't yet signed up, do it today, and you'll get that price for your first order. What a fantastic show this is, says Jenny Gardner. Epic. Connie Kuber says epic. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I don't get called epic for my show demos very often. I am taking that one massively. Thank you.
You are epic.
It's not the same when it comes from you. I really like it to come from our lovely community of viewers. I mean, I like it from you, but I like it better from them.
It's better from... Send in a few more epics for Sarah, if we can, please. That'd be great. You can tell me how epic I am as well, if you like. But mean it, you know. Connie says these dies definitely add a wow factor to the cards. Donny's just gone average. And Rhonda says, how are we ever going to choose card of the show? I know, and we've got 4 there.
I'm going for it as well, Ben. I'm going for the 8.
Oh, now
you said it. I'm at halfway in the show, and I'm at the halfway point. I'm going for the 8.
She's halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Go.
Right, okay. Now, the good thing is, I've shown you all 4 now, so now we get to go a bit more advanced with them, right? So, what I thought we'd do, easel. They look stunning on an easel, like next level on an easel, right? So, back to the Chambord. I'm sure there's nobody out there who's just going for 1, because why would you go for 1 when you get all 4 for that price? I'll see if producer John, you can strop us. Oh, he's going to put it on the screen for you, or we can strop it on the bottom. You can get all 4 for $24.99, $29.99, full price. That's not even the platinum price, right? So don't buy 1. But if you're going to buy 1, Chambord is the one, right? Just in my humble opinion. I love them all. I wouldn't like to choose, but Chambord I am absolutely digging, right? So here we go. I'm going to get my edgeable. And I'm going to get them both ready to go now, okay? And I've realised I've got a little bit of black left from the last demo.
Okay.
These dies will be on fire, you'll be using that much. I'm not being funny, guys. Right, are you ready? I might show you this to the front camera because it's a little bit easier, okay?
Okay.
Now, easel cards. I have gone with a 5x5 card for this. So what you're going to do when you do an easel card is you need 1 card that's folded in half. So it's a 5x5 card, and I've put the score line across the middle, all right? So you've got a 5x5 card with that tent fold up at the front. That's how we do an easel, right? Then you put your second 5x5, because that goes on the front. That is how you make the easel card. Flat, stands up, flat, stands up. So just make your easel card to start with, right?
Yes.
Now, where we're going to use our dies now cutting is we're going to cut the top panel of the easel card. So I'm going to go onto the front here before you stick your card together, right? So before we start and put the whole card together, before we do any sticking, we're going to do our cutting, okay? So I'm going right onto the front of there like that, Ben.
Yep.
I'm going to hold this first piece down. I'm going to hold that second piece down, and we're going to cut that first. This is when I kind of wish I had 2 sets of the dies, because nearly all of the samples I've done, nearly all the demos, I've cut more than 1. And if I could have cut 2 at the same time, it just makes you that little bit more efficient, right? If there's ever a time it's useful to have a set of 2 of them, this is probably the set to go with, right? So here's my first one. That will lift off. Now, just be a little bit more careful with this one, because the chambord is where you've got that lovely fancy edge piece, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's there. And then I'm going to take these off. Now, on your next one, right, I'm going to cut the bottom part here, right? So again, this time I'm going to go at the bottom of the base piece of card.
Yeah.
I'm going to get this. Oh, look, this is a good idea, actually. See if I can do this. Maybe it's not a good idea. What I'm trying to do is cut this in half. So I only use a tiny little bit. There it is, tiny little bit of tape, because there's such small intricate dies. I only need a little bit along there and a little bit along here. It's not like this tape's expensive, guys. I am just literally tighter than a duck's behind sometimes, right? So I'm trying to use the tiniest amounts of tape. Oh.
Other expressions are available.
Right, so you want
the proper northern expression, that is brilliant.
It's like tape, it's like 0.0002 of a p for each piece, right? So here's my easel card. Bottom, fancy part of the easel, top of the easel, right? There is the work in the card, okay? Now we're going to put our fancy bits on, right?
Okay.
So you want a little bit of your, this is where we're going to use these. This is where Minnie comes in brilliantly well. She says, where have I put the folder? Here it is. So I'm going onto this top base piece here, and the speed at which you can cut these.
There we go.
Absolutely,
Woo.
speed of light through there.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Tell you what, if she's going for 8 demos this show, you've got to be speedy. Right, there's one. Going in with the next one, speedy straight through. Oh, love it. Right.
3.5 seconds, you reckon that?
3.5 seconds.
Yeah.
No flies
no messing
here.
About.
Right, now just tapping them, can you see? And just getting the bit out. So here we go, right? There we go. Now remember, this is the stuff where, can you see, I'm going to be careful because it's linen card, right? So I'm just using the linen card, and I don't want to damage it, all right? There we go. So there's one. I'm going to go the same here. I'm being a little bit more careful than I did with the pink one, which means I've managed to not tear any of the back of my card off at all, right? Bring your card back in. Now, I'm going to go even further, right? I'm going to stick a bit of tape onto this as well. Now, this is stamping card, this one, Ben, so it's a little bit more resilient than your base piece of card, right? Are you ready?
Yeah.
So this is going to flip over. This goes into the middle there. So I get all that lined up beautifully, right? Once I'm happy with that, then you're just going to use your pokey tool to manoeuvre that into place. Yep, that's going to manoeuvre into the bit. Brilliant. There's the top panel. And this actually, whereas this would be really flimsy, having 2 levels like that really gives it a sturdy, nice edge. So you don't need acetate behind it, right?
Absolutely.
Then here's my base piece. So I'm going to put tape on here as well, and plenty of it. Plenty of tape on there. And we're going to do exactly the same again, just manoeuvring that first bit into place. And then once it's in, I'm just doing these into that spot. There we go. So there's one, and second one. Oh, and this is why the dot is so good, because also it's not as strong as the other one, right?
Yes.
So there's my base. There's my top going to go on, right? So all I'm going to do is tape along here, and I've got a nice little bit of matte layer on the base, right? When you stick your easel card together, now don't do that with dotty tape, and you must do that with some good glue, because you don't want it to ever come apart. It's all right me being a little bit slapdash on that one. It's no good being slapdash on this. For one, I need the manoeuvrability to get it into the right spot, but then also I need the strength.
And 2, don't waste your dotty tape pens.
So absolutely fine to go on with this. And then, just to give this a really kind of lovely finish in place, what I am going to do is just a nice big, I'm loving the globule of glue gel type technique, right? Because watch what I can do. Got a few nice little bits of just fancy bits, as it was. They can come up here and I can manoeuvre them into place wherever it is I want them. A couple of bits down here like this. This is just from one of your die cuts.
Yeah.
So just a lovely set of die cut florals as it was. And I'm going to pop that on there.
Oh, wow.
Nice. And get you into place like this. Let's have a little butterfly down here. Got my little butterfly there. And then, because we're doing a stopper, right, you must have foam pads on your stopper bit. So, oh crikey, have we got any big foam pads? Yes, we have, right? Nice mega big foam pads coming right along the bottom. And that'll give you a really nice kind of, standing piece up, because you need that easel card to stand. But the sentiment of what I wanted to get across in this demo was how to do an easel card with the top and bottom pieces. So I know I've been quite speedy with the rest of it, but it's that lovely easel card. And we'll go step that into there. There you are. Look how fabulous that easel card looks. With that cut on the top and that lovely cut on the bottom. And don't worry about this being flimsy, because you've got that double layer and now looks incredible.
Is there a guarantee that each card's getting better along the way? Because like 3 was my favourite, then I like 4, and I think I like 5 the best now.
Well, I mean, I've got lots of other ideas. I've got lots planned, but it's not just about the ideas I want to share. Because actually, I wanted to go through that concept suite again.
Oh yes.
I feel like the more I show you, the more I demonstrate, the penny will drop of how easy it is. So, because we can't do 24 demonstrations in a show.
No.
I can show you 24 concepts though.
Of course.
Once you've got the hang of how they work, right? Let's have a look. I've got my here, but never mind, we'll ignore that, right? So, look at this. You all know how to do this now, right? Z-fold card. Z-fold card, but we've stuck the edgeable with the fancy bit onto the front of the Z, right? These I love, dome front, where you've got the dome front onto the acetate with your pieces stuck on. That's that Chambord as well, the one that we love, right? Simple cards, just go, if you're going for simplicity, you're going to have your meet in the middle with a gatefold. You saw me do the fold back gatefold, that's just a different look again. The one that I did for you that I think is the kind of showstopper piece if you want a quick and simple card is that one where you've got the floating acetate in the centre.
Yeah.
If you want to do like a twisted easel, look, you can use these for your steppers as well as across the twisted easel part. Oh, this is nice. Little stepper card and we've cut into the front of the stepper.
Oh, that's pretty.
And a lot of these are your small, because they're only 5 inches, Ben. Oh, get your, what do you call it? Template library.
Yes.
Bet you can get loads of your cards, your template library, and cut into the edges of those. How fabulous is this? I would have been sticking them on the front and the back though as well, just to take it next level, right? We showed you a regular gatefold. This is your fold back gatefold. This is where I got my inspiration from for the card that I did you earlier. Or you can have it where the fold comes at the back instead of the front. Totally different look again, right? Maybe you want to do shaker cards, where you use these to cut into the front of the shaker. Or just use them to do a layer on the front.
That looks great.
How great does that look? Love that. I love this too as well. Simplicity, total simplicity, where you've cut the front and the back of it. Because you're looking at these now thinking, oh yeah, I can see how you do that. That's why we love a concept suite, right? So that is having one over the tent fold and up the 2 sides, right? Or this one here, so simple, top and bottom. So the back and then the front panel, how easy was that to do? Little front stepper where we put one into the step panel at the front. This here, and you could do this anyhow. What about if you're doing wedding favours? Yeah. You do it even smaller than that.
Absolutely.
I showed you a dome front one where this is a dome front going sideways with the pieces at the top and bottom. I think they look lovely. This is the most simple card you can do, where you just cut it into the front panel like that. Yeah. This is also simple, where we cut into the front and then the back panel of your card. Tent fold. So we've got tent fold, not even anything fancy, just matted and layered.
So it looks fancy.
Yeah, it does look fancy, doesn't it? Top fold tent with the cuts down the side. Very pretty. You've got shaped card, like this one here is your little handbag type card. And then your boxes, showed everybody, this is if you do yourself a nice base for your box. Yeah. Or, this is the one I would be doing, cut into your lids. So make your box lid and your box base and then cut the edgeable into the lid of your box. I've done loads of boxes where I've used you how to cut an edgeable. Never have we had the matten layer for an edgeable to give something this fancy. Love these dies.
Oh, they're incredible. There's so much love coming through for these as well. I bought the Showstopper bundle, says Pauline Pitt. I can't wait for them to arrive. Julia Duffy says, I love all the examples. Thank you, Sarah and Ben. I've got my border dies and I cannot wait to play. That's from Julia in Perth, Western Australia. Andrew Bennett says, I've just ordered the Showstopper. Nice one, Andrew. Down in Plymouth, aren't you, Andrew? I'm a fellow Devonian. Lovely part of the world down in Plymouth. Kendall's in from Minnesota. Julia says, quack, quack. Oh, yes. Also, Andrew say these would be a nice, elegant place setting for things like weddings, as we discussed. Absolutely beautiful. And Thea says, I'm so happy. I've just ordered these dies. What a lovely card. And Lily at the Valley says, yesterday I only put 2 of the border dies in my basket.
Oh, no, don't do that. If you're ever thinking this, guys, wait till the show. Wait till the show. We'll show you all of them and then make a well-rounded decision. That's it, because as we always say, if you put 1 or 2 in, you'll then come back and buy the others, and you'll end up spending more than you should have done in the first place, especially when it's a price like this, $19.99 for platinum. Pamela says, great samples, they're just awesome. Sarah, these are beautiful cards. And Gina says, Sarah, I love this. It's my first demo as I just woke up. I cannot wait to watch all the others. And Amanda Daly says, I love these. I've just popped them into my basket and checked out. If you have been waiting to check out, we're going to give you opportunity now to get checking out. The stock update here now, 60%. This is going to sell out. Everybody is now jumping on the Baroque border bus and they're grabbing these. They're supposed to be back on Sunday for Second Chance Sunday. I don't think so. The way these are going, if it keeps going at this rate, you might not be able to get these tomorrow. Get them now whilst you can. Don't take the chance that these could go for the full bundle. Don't be one of those people that goes, oh, I bought one, I wish I bought them all. Get them all now at this amazing price. We'll come back with more demos. 3 more to try and squeeze in, plus more freebie frenzy deals. You can see all those on the website, plus the Fiver Friday deals. We'll see you in about 3 or 4 minutes. Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben, you didn't.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan. Can we clip that?
Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those three people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Welcome back. We were just discussing in the break about world records and whether there is actually an official world record for like the most cards made in a certain amount of time. And apparently there aren't. So we were just talking about the fact that we might potentially, a little bit further down the line, try and set some sort of crafty world record, maybe fastest card made or most cards made in, some sort of time. And we were just saying, wouldn't it be great, if there was somebody who had a world record who we could kind of talk to and get some ideas off of, so what it might be like to break a world record. I don't know if we know anybody who's got one of those. Anyway, let's get back to the demos. We're over 60% of the brand new Baroque border dies gone. And if we're going to do a record for the most amount of cards made in the show this year, Sarah's going to need to do 3 in the next 32 minutes.
Do I get an extra star if I do that?
Brilliant.
I'm being serious. Can I get a star for that?
In the comments, let us know, please. If Sarah bangs out another 3 in half an hour, does she get another star?
Oh, I best get cracked on.
Okay.
Because I'm going for that star now. Please don't say I can't have it.
Can you imagine?
Right, okay, so what I thought we'd do is just a nice simple gatefold where we meet in the middle, right? So I've started off, I'm doing a 5x5 gatefold. So I've just started with a 5x10 piece. Actually, I think I might have gone bigger with this one. Yeah, 5.5 inch tall. So I started with an 11 by 5.5, and then you score so that you get your gatefold meet in the middle. Now here's the thing, right? I want this to be on fancy paper. So I've got some of our lovely pearlescent double-sided card, and I'm going to cut this in half and stick one panel over there and the other panel on the other half. But here's the thing, Ben, right? You need to stick it with your all-purpose glue because you want the all-over stick, right? But then don't put wet glue into your Gemini because it'll squeeze the glue out and it'll move it. Okay. So I've had to already do it where I've stuck them down because I had to leave this to dry overnight. So can you see I've stuck that on, done it, so we've got that over, so it meets in the middle, but you've got that as a full-on dry all the way around, right?
Yes.
So this I'm going to use now the Leon, right? So here we go. There's my edgeable, there's my fancy die.
You're getting the star, by the way.
I'm getting the star, right, right. I'm going to crack on with this then, right?
Okay.
Here we go. So if I get this here, and I just pull a couple of these bits off, right? What you do is we're going to go and cut the edge. So the edgeable's just coming down, the cut on here. So make sure you know we're cutting, let me just open this, that fancy bit up like that. Now, I've gone 5.5 inches, Ben, which means, oh man, stop it. Less haste, more speed, right?
Just think about that star, Sarah, so that's what it is.
I'm wobbling, the pressure's getting to us, right? So, can you see the card is now bigger than the die? Don't worry, I'm going to show you how we cut this when we get it, right? Okay. So hold that in place with a bit of tape, hold it in place with another bit of tape. Now on your Gemini, going to cut no bother, right? So it's going to cut no bother. What you could do as well, if you cut it this way, I'm going to do that anyway. Let's get me big Gemini plates. This is a great tip, guys, right? You cut it that way, it's less pressure than if you cut it this way going through, right? So on this one, am I going to fit in? Yes, I am, right? So I'm going to cut into this. Oh, it's still not, I'm not. I'm just going to have to do this and hope it's enough pressure to go through 2 layers. It was when I did the practice one, right? Here we go. Straight into there, Ben. Cutting through 2 layers, right? Straight through 2 layers, and then I'm going to take that die. Every one of these samples that I've done, I've cut twice. So this is what if you're impatient like me, it's worth having 2 sets of the dies, right? So this comes off here, right? Going to lift this off. I'm going to take this right round, cut the other side, right? Pop this on here, cut this like this, and then send it through a second time, Ben. What was that banging? Was that you?
No, that was the seagull.
Oh, not that seagull again. It was banging out the front door a couple of weeks ago when I was in.
Did you feed it? Or did someone feed it?
I did not feed it. I do not like seagulls.
No. Us Devonians, because we're obviously plagued by seagulls. I've lost a sandwich and an ice cream to a seagull over the years. The worst thing you can do is feed them because you encourage them.
Encourage them to come. I know, it's the problem, right? Now, and you see this here? So when we come, you want to cut up to the start of this, right? Then I'm just edging it through, because we've cut through 2 layers. You've got to be careful, just edge this all out of place so that you don't damage the die at all, not the die, but the die cut piece.
Yeah.
Right top to the end, take this off, there we go, beautiful. Right? There's our lovely first pattern piece of card through 2 layers. But that is because I left it to dry, and it's all purpose. So what you've got is you want the glue, because you want this beautifully stuck right to the edge. You don't. Whereas if you use your tape pen or whatever, you're not going to get an all over stick everywhere unless you put layers and layers and layers of tape pen, right? So just a little careful bit of manoeuvrability there, and then out we come. There we go, perfect, right? So there is our lovely card with the meat in the middle bit, okay? Now we're going to fancy fry it up, right? So bringing in the mini, coming in with your second die, and this was the Leon one, right? And we're coming onto here. I'm going to let's have a little look. We'll cut 2 of these. Now, the silver and the gold mirror cards are just perfect for these, Ben. They just give you the most wonderful finish. Look, I can be really tight on my cardstock here, and I might get 2 out of this. We'll find out in a second, right? There we go. 1 through, and then, do you think I'll fit another one on there?
Just about if you turn it. Just.
Boom, look at that. Careful planning, good execution, saving on the scraps. I can hear that seagull again.
Yeah, Andrew Bennett lost to passes to a seagull. He says, I was not happy. And Vicky Shernack says, in Florida, we call the seagulls rats with wings. Flying rats, that's what we call them.
Flying rats.
Flying rats.
Right, bigger than that here, I can tell you.
Tell you what, he's in the wrong place if he's looking for the sea in Newton Aycliffe, isn't he?
It is. He is quite a long way from the sea, because I'm about 20 minutes away from here, and I'm still a good 10 minutes away from the sea. So, right, edge pieces, dotty tape pen. I'm going straight for it, and I'm going to get these on. Right, being really honest, Ben, I'm in the zone.
All right.
I'm in the zone, I'm focused, which means, guys, you need to talk to Ben.
Yeah, I've got loads of people talking to me, don't worry about that. Mainly people talking about seagulls at the minute. I'm coming through from Pammy in a minute, apparently. I've told you the story about the seagull that attacked my brother-in-law in Sidmouth, and if you ever go to Sidmouth in Devon, there is loads of paint. It's still there now, loads of paint on the seafront, on the pavement and up the wall, because he'd been to the DIY shop, he picked up some paint, and he had a pasty, like you, Andrew, in his other hand, and as the seagull swooped down to nick his pasty, and his first reaction was to swing with this hand, which of course had the paint in, and as he swung round to hit the seagull flew off with the pasty, lid came off the paint, and it went all over the seafront.
Oh, the promenade!
So he lost his paint, lost his pasty, and he redecorated Sidmouth seafront.
Oh, hey. Crikey. Hey, this is, do you know, can I just say, chuffed to bits with how this is looking.
It's looking amazing.
Really coming together nicely. Now, it only goes on one way up, remember. So look, I'll position that first piece on, all right? Once I'm positioned on,
Yeah.
then I can bring this down, make sure the second bit's positioned, and then manoeuvre that end piece in. There you
Okay.
are. Get this down here.
Just quickly, Pabby says, Ben, I was attacked while staying at Disney World by a flock of seagulls. I was carrying a tray of food to my kids. They were 8 and 6 at the time. Even the staff were freaked out. Worst birds ever. They've gone for the tray of food, haven't they? They've gone for the snacks.
For the tray of food. They have gone for that tray of food. Look at, oh, that is
Looking
full-on
amazing, Sarah.
class on a card, that.
Class
Then
on a
look what I'm going to do.
card.
I'm chuffed to bits with that,
You
right?
should be.
So now I'm going to do a nice background piece, right? And bear in mind, I've only used half a piece of 12 by 12 on this card. You are going to fit, oh, needs trimming a tiny little bit. I've just made it a bit big. So, or did I put it this way? Yes. I was like, not like it not to be the right size. There we go. And we'll just trim this little edge piece off the bottom. Now, this die here, so this one here is Leon. Look what you can do with Leon that looks thebomb.com, right? Are you ready? What I'm going to do, on that edge piece there, I'm just going to see if I've got a better pokey tool with no little bits of glue on it. Yes, right. On that edge piece, I'm going to get my little mat underneath it, and I'm going to poke a nice hole in the end, right? So on here, straight through there, and I'm going to do the same round this edge. Actually, I should probably use the edge, and then I don't damage underneath where I'm stamping, or should I say where someone else is going to stamp. Right, and once you're through, you can make that nice. Oh man, I've gone straight through the edge there. You be a bit more careful, folks, right? Straight through the edge. If you do that, don't worry, watch what we're going to do. We're going to pop a little bit of sellotape over the end so that nobody ever knows it was damaged, right?
That's it, yeah.
And then we're going to re-hole
Mend
it.
and make do.
All right? You won't notice any of this once I stick my, what am I sticking through it? Tape. No, not tape. Look, I've got 2 pieces of ribbon. Right,
gotcha.
So I'm going to go straight through the end. I'm back to concentrating, Ben.
By the way, I cannot believe the amount of you who are up for the giving Sarah an extra star. I've never seen so many comments coming through.
Do you know what it'll be? Friday love.
Hey, Friday love.
Friday love.
Probably
Everybody
what it is.
will be feeling the
Bank
Friday
holiday love as well here in the UK. This may be the winning card, Sarah. That is gorgeous, says Dana.
Hey, I've got 2 more to go after this, guys.
In 20 minutes.
I'll do it.
I suppose you've got to do it now if you want to get the star, so you've got to put pressure on yourself, really.
Can't start off talking the big guy. Oh, man. Right, talk amongst yourselves, guys, while I get this stuck on.
Just whilst you finish that off, do you want me to show you the boards again, so you can just quickly have a look?
Yes, do you not mind while I stick this one? Right, thank you.
It's more pressure when you try to do like 2.5 cards in 22 minutes. You've got to be quick. These are the dies that you're going to get, and they are flying now. Well over 60% of the stock has gone here. 2/3 of the stock now gone. £19.99, $23.99 is your platinum price here. And look at them all. The beautiful Chambord, which you've seen Sarah using throughout the show. This is absolutely gorgeous. Again, whichever way you decide to use this, it looks amazing. You're then going to get the Talons in there as well. Talents. And again, that's your die there to be able to cut the shape. Then you've got this one here to add all of that detail in as well. Then you've got this one, which is your beautiful Dijon. And then the final set of the 8 dies in total is your Leon. All of those for $19.99 or $23.99. If you want to go the Showstopper way, you've got the ability to do that too. That's the braggy one. That's the braggy one where you go, hey, you know the new border dice, got them for free. Got them for free. You get them for free within the Showstopper when you buy the other sort of goodie bag full of stamps and dies and stencils and embossing folders. So that is the way to go. A few comments just coming through. Bought the new border dice, says Denise. Yes. And all the Sheena stuff too. Waiting for the hubby to comment. What a day that was on Wednesday. Sheena and the
Yes, Sheena and the Chipmeister. What a day. Zig and Zag, the 2 of them.
Zig and Zag.
That's what they called each other, Zig and Zag. Did you not see him?
So funny.
Hey, they were funny. They were funny. Can I tell you, I've cheated, Ben.
You done
right? It was a little bit easier, right? I concluded that speed crafting wasn't conducive to poke and ribbon through holes.
Right.
So I'm just folding these, I've just stuck them on the inside so I can have this meat in the middle and tying, right? Look at that, still looks really good.
Yeah.
But the one I did earlier, I did sit and poke it through, but turns out it's a lot more relaxing when you're doing it at home, isn't it? One, and then 2 pieces down here. And then actually, just to finish that off, I've just gone nice and simple again. I've done a lot of these, just globules of glue, because your actual dies do all the talking, so don't overcomplicate things. So you can go into there, you can come down from here, you can go up into there as well, and you can come down from here, maybe it's underneath.
Beautiful.
And then I'm just going to whap a nice flower on each of these.
That's it.
Isn't that nice? Nice and simple.
Awesome.
Yeah, look at that. Lovely.
That is 6
Is that still
done.
your favourite?
I wouldn't like to have to vote. That is gorgeous. But then again, 5 is gorgeous, as is 4 and 3. They're all amazing.
Bring it over. You remind them of whatever you want. I need about 3-4 minutes to get ready for the next one.
Okay, 3 or 4 minutes, I'll give you. Sandra says, I literally have just had 2 spuggies. Oh, sparrows, spuggies, listen to me, the southerner doesn't know. 2 spuggies fighting over the feeders outside my craft room window crash into the glass with a thud. Given they are approximately 12 assorted feeders, why? Kirsty D says, I used to have a blackbird that would come into the house if the kitchen door was open and tap on a cupboard. What? I would be shutting the doors if I had birds come into my house tapping on cupboards. Tracy says, Sarah, I just love you. You are such an inspiration. Dana says, Sarah, you always come in with so many shares and enthusiasm. You should get a star every time you come in. Oh, don't say that, for goodness sake. Sarah's in every Friday, mate. We have to get a bigger board.
You know why that is though, don't you? Because I'm filming Dragon's Den in May and we shoot Monday to Wednesday or Monday to Thursday. So the only day I can be in is Friday. So I'm like, Friday. You'll be sick of the sight of us.
Would never be sick of you, Sarah. Never, I say.
Good answer.
Carletta says, lovely card, Sarah. Stunning, Sarah. Gorgeous. Another beautiful card. Gorgeous, says Pammy. Quick one as far as your freebie frenzies are concerned. I mean, what are we doing here with the freebie frenzies? Putting some of the best stock that we have in the freebie frenzy. This is our mixed cardstock collection, the glittering gold, regal rose, and your sparkling silver. It's where you get all of these sheets, 24 of them, with that double sort of pearlized effect. Okay, so double-sided, you get 12 sheets of in each of the colour, and then you're also going to get 12 sheets of our gorgeous encapsulated glitter cardstock as well. These will again work absolutely beautifully, I think, alongside the dies which you're going to be picking up today, those brand new ones. So you get the gold, you also get the regal rose gold. Buy those 2 for £31.98 or $36.75, and unbelievably, this is where I question sometimes, we give you the silver one for free. So this is like some of the most popular cardstock we do, but that's on a freebie frenzy. The luxury mixed cardstock that I showed you earlier, that's on the freebie frenzy. The dotty tape pens that have just come back in stock, they're in the freebie frenzy. For goodness sake, do not miss out on these deals. Core cardstock, core adhesives we're giving away for free over the course of the weekend. Make sure you're shopping for these deals because they will not be here come Monday. Grab them whilst you can. Those border dies are beautiful, says Brenda. I swore to myself I was done ordering. Darn you guys, says Brenda. Listen, we're the enablers. Don't come here watching and expecting us to go, well, you know, maybe come back and get these another day. We're going to tell you to get them now. And I tell you what, you'll be pleased that we did once you got these home. You're going to love them. And you've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 demos in this show to be doing. 3 with Debbie, that's 9, and 2 more to come from Sarah, which will give you 11 projects to tackle when these come home to you. But we've got 16 minutes left, plus a vote and 2 demos. Will we get it done, Sarah?
Yes. So here's what I've gone with. I've just started already doing me matting and layering and me sticking.
Yep.
So I've got don't let me put anything on top of these because I've got the adhesive ready on the back of them to go. So I can do a quick one. You can start getting your vote in, then I'll save one of the big ones for the end.
Nice.
That's the plan, right? Back to Dijon. This is a simple card, but I wanted to show you quite a clever trick, right? So I've gone back to my DeLong, or slimline cards as you guys fancy them. It's because they're called DL in the UK, so DeLong. They don't stand for DeLong, but you know. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a panel on the front. So I've got my next mat and layer ready. I'm going to do a panel on here, but I'm going to cut the die into it now. I want the the designer piece to go on the outside, not the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that there, making sure I leave enough for the design. Yep, that's going to fit in there. So if I put that there, that's going to fit in. So you're probably looking and thinking, what the actual is she doing?
What the actual is she doing?
Right? So I want this right. So there we go. This is going to go onto here, right? Oh, I'm not quite in the middle, am I not? I want to be right in the middle. There we go. I'm going to pop that down. I'm going to put my sandwich together and straight through the Gemini. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this and I'm going to elongate it. So my DL card is 8 inches long. These dies are only 5 inches. How are we going to make them longer, Sarah?
Yeah,
let me tell you, right? So now I lift this off.
Yep.
And then look what I'm going to do. I'm going to carry this on. I'm going to join up the next piece, right? So I'm going to connect this onto here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just put this, let's just put it there like this, right? There we go. Probably not the most sensible way to do it, but that'll fit in. I'll still do the jobby, right? So I'm going in here like this and straight through. And when you're doing it, you will not be needing to rush like I'm needing to rush, right? But you can see the concept. You won't be going for a Crafters TV world record here, right? So there's that one, right? And then I'm going to use that bit of tape again, right? I'm going to continue on with this piece down here. So we're going to continue that down there and stick this next piece on here and do exactly the same with this piece on here. Don't move. You'll be fine, right? Are you getting the gist of what we're doing?
Absolutely. Right? So you can just keep going on and on and on and on, couldn't you?
Right, now, next piece, you're going to use the fancy dye, and I'm going to use the fancy dye into a little bit of white. So I'll take that off, right? There we go. Taking this out, right, so that is the shape that we want, right? So we want the dye, and we put it on the white, so you can see dye, added on the end, added on the bottom, right? So, get the fancy one now. This is where we can go with our MIDI. Here we go, you can go onto there. Oh, you're too wide for me MIDI. I was going to be clever with me use of cardstock again, right? Because we need 2 of them again. So that comes into here. Use my MIDI, right? And I'll die cut 1. There it is. Have I missed a bit on the edge? No, we're all good.
All good, yeah.
Right. I love it when you're concentrating. I can tell. You're wondering what you're going to do here and how is she doing it.
Yeah, I am. I'm wondering that, and I'm also clock watching as well, thinking she's got 12 minutes left here.
Oh, she's fine.
Is she?
Yeah, she's fine. Don't you worry about that, big man. I'm all over it.
Just call me big man.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Recently, you've been tagging me and stuff on Facebook. Sarah calls me the Moseby.
The Moseby.
And I actually quite like that. Here I am with the Moseby. It's me and the Moseby. Yeah.
I didn't even realise I was doing that, but I still managed to tag you because I delete the Ben bit off and the Crafter's Companion.
Yeah. I only found out that recently, that you could delete the
still keep it.
Yeah.
Right. Watch this. Are we ready? Right. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to use. Let's go with a really good stick. Let's go with a tape pen down the edges, plenty of it in here, all right? There we go, loads and loads of this all the way down. That is going to go up the side of your card here like this, right? So there's my fancy piece.
Yep.
Then I'm going to get the first one of these, dotty tape pen, right? Dotty tape pen over the back. Very careful with these edge pieces, right? And then that is going to go into it. This is a lovely one to piece back in this one, right? So it's going to piece back in like this, and then you're going to use that little piece just to edge them into there, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to get this edge piece, and we only need a bit of it, right? We're going to need a little bit of that one for the top. So then what I'm going to do, I don't think I need to take the extra pieces out. That on there. Yeah. And that is going to go onto there like this, right? And we'll trim off what we don't need. Nice. And I'm going to do the same at this end. So you can just kind of continue on however you want to, just to make it, just follow the pattern, just to make it come to life a bit more, right? Now, if you don't want anyone to see the join, have a little look. I'm going to put this bit of paper on here and watch how I'm going to cover the join up, right? I'm going to go, I've got a nice little sentiment.
Yeah.
Life is better with flowers, which can just go join over that one.
This is brilliant.
And then I'm going to pop a little globule of glue up there. And I've got a nice fancy, where do we want to get this? We want to get this over here like this, right? Let's just position that strategically in place.
Oh, yes.
Nobody knows we've done the joining up. Now, got a 7-inch long edgeable die. See the bit off the top, see the bit off the bottom. Nobody knows about the joins. Boom!
Amazing. That is boom. Boom shakala. Is that your favourite card number 7? I think, like, ideal-wise, that is potentially my favourite. Is it my favourite design-wise? I am not sure. There's so many great projects.
I'm going to get ready for card demo number 8. Number 8. That's like, and then star on the wall.
Star on there.
You can award me with the star if you want. I'll get one ready.
I'll award you with the. We'll do the whole. There's your. Yeah, she has to finish
Can
the
I have
card,
one?
Johnny.
I'm just going to give you both.
You can't
of
have one of the glittery ones.
Well, why not? It's a special one.
Oh, she's getting one.
No, I'm going to give you them both so that you can choose what type of star I can have. It's up to you.
You guys will choose this as well then. Sparkly or normal? Let me know in the comments. Sparkly or normal for... sorry, by the way, you guys will have to keep an eye on the board over the coming days as well, because you know what will happen. Someone, probably Craig, will spot it and take it down. So make sure the word is spread. Becky, I know you're here this weekend as well, aren't you? So Becky's in the gallery with Johnny. So Becky, you have to keep your eagle eyes out for these. Bonnie says, hello, Aurora here. Ohio, Aurora here. I've been in and out for quite a while and the creations are lovely. Gorgeous, says Pamela. Lovely card, says Sarah. Are we doing the vote with your final card? Or are we voting now?
No. Just vote on them ones.
Okay. Do you want me to move these into Charlotte, or are you going to go all the way along? Okay, so we'll do one final card and then Sarah will get whichever star you say she can have. But here's the vote. Okay, so 1 through 7 then. So here we go. Concentrate, please. I shall show you these only once. Number 1. I feel like we should have some music going. 2. 3. 4. I like 5. I really like 6. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7. For me, it's 3 or 5, I think. It's 3 or 5, with 7 for the idea of the concept. But it's over to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 4 minutes to get your vote in on that. And by the way, Sarah, you will be receiving, if you get this one done, a sparkly star as voted for by our viewers. So
a sparkly star. You guys, I proper love you guys.
Yes.
Proper love you guys. Right, I'm about ready.
All right.
Just clean up all my stuff, right?
Let's go. Right,
this is another one where we're doing an easel card, but a different take on an easel card. And what I've had to do, again, because I want to cut through 2 layers, I've also cut through, can you see, the white background, and I've stuck this separate. So when you're sticking a matten layer, you must use your all-purpose all over the back, rub it right round so that you get glue all over, but then leave it till it's dried solid.
Yeah.
So ideally an hour or so. I mean, if you can leave it overnight, right? I've gone bigger. So this is a 5.5 by 6, right? And I've just made it as you would regular easel card, right? So we've got regular easel going on right here, okay? Now, talents is the one I'm using for this, right? So I'm going to use the talents, got that nice pointy one. Talents goes at the top. You're going to hold it in place with a couple of bits of your tape. And we're going to cut the talents. Now here's the thing, I'm going talents at the top and the bottom. This is the difference. This is the advanced easel card. So we've done the basic one. Now we're going full on advanced with this, right?
Here we go.
So there's the first one. And then I'm going to send that through. I am aware that I keep putting my sandwich on upside down. You shouldn't really do that, but it's not the end of the world.
No, and you've only got 5 minutes left.
And I haven't got very long to go, right? So I want you to do that at the top, okay? Lift this off. Bear in mind you're going through 2 layers, so you're going to be really, really careful in what you're doing, right? You're going to lift it off, and then what I like to do is ease that into place, like especially through that fancy bit in the middle. Once we're there, cut to the edge like this.
Yep.
Cut to the edge like that, right? Now, I'm going to have to speed up a little bit here. So here's the one where I've done the top and the bottom. right? So we've got the
Nice.
top and the bottom. So there's your front panel. Then we're going to do the same with your easel, okay? But all we're going to do is we're going to take your talents, pop it on the bottom panel this time,
Yep.
right? Have your easel card, send that through, all right? So here we go, on there, send it straight through, we've got the bottom of the easel ready, right? Then, fancy one, black card, right? Fancy one on your black card, you need quite a few of these,
Okay.
right? So what I've got is, here's my bottom of my easel, I've got quite a few that I've cut out ready to go, right? So we're gonna, all I'm doing is saving on a little bit of the cutting. Now, here we go, you've got that bottom panel, just follow those curves around as they're going, right? So following the curve there, following the curve down here as well, right? Now, this card, let's show you how we're going to stick this on. So same dotty tape pen, plenty of it on, Ben. I love how you're concentrating again. I can feel your concentration.
I'm just waiting
from
for the
all these-
result to come through on
I
the vote. is
Still voting.
Waiting.
Everyone's still voting.
I'm
Don't rush
excited
them.
to see.
I need all the votes I can get. So right now, this one here.
Yeah.
Just carefully maneuver. This is an easy one. Talent. If you want to get started, talent's a really easy one to get. So talents, really easy one to get started with because it's easy to. It's not too faffy, right? And it's easy to maneuver these end pieces into position. So I've got my talent on the top and on the bottom here,
Yeah.
right? And again, just make sure it's the bit, it's where they have the swirl pieces at the top. So it only goes one way. And you're taking that and popping that first piece on there.
Oh, down to two
Yep.
on the cards. It's just close between two of
Is
them.
it?
Yeah. I won't tell you which two.
Wow. You can't tell us which two.
Not
okay.
yet, no. I'm going to.
Fair enough. I'll wait in here, right? So that goes into place with that one, right? Now, that is the front panel for my card, right?
Yes.
So I just want to get this. I want to line up. Notice what I'm doing. I'm lining up the top and the bottom. So tape goes all the way over this bottom panel here. And this, I line up to the very, very bottom of the card to then line up that piece. That gives me the front panel. Oh, very careful. There we go. Got a little bit of extra glue on down here that I don't need, right? Now, what I've done again is I've done exactly the same as what we've done there.
Yep.
Top and bottom, cut them, add the pieces on. Yeah? Just like what you've seen me do here. This then becomes your stopper, right? So you need your big foam pads.
Yes.
And we want plenty of them on here. So I'm going to go 4 all the way around, and this is going to form a beautiful big stopper,
Yep.
top and bottom, right? In fact, let's go for good measure, stick another one across the middle.
Foam
right?
pads are in that Baroque border kit as well that you can go for with your matte black cardstock and your pastels 12 by 12 and also some yellow tack tape. Shop the show for that.
Now, all I'm doing now is decorating, Ben. So if you want, I don't know if you've got a winner yet, but I can go. Right.
Judy says, can't pick a favourite. Oh. Sandra says, can I vote for 8, please? You can't vote for 8, Sandra. Not 8. It's between 3 and 5.
Right, and...
The winner is... 3!
3. Oh,
Yes.
do you know what? Do you
I'm
know what
pleased
that
about
just shows, Ben? It's sometimes just about the simplicity.
Yeah.
That was not a difficult card. That was a nice, simple card, but it was showing you something really clever. And that's what people seem to have voted for, is the clever bit, right? Now, I've only got a minute and a half left.
Yeah.
So what
To get
we're
the
going to
star.
pop to get the star. Oh, you come over and get ready at the star
Right,
then,
at the star
because you can
board.
see I'm nearly there.
Yeah.
Right, wishing you happiness today and always. And then I'm just going to get a couple of these bits down here. I'm going to get this little one up here. Card numero 8. Card number 8. And that's the most advanced one I've done all show as well. So I know I didn't get all the cutting done. How good does that look?
That looks amazing.
Boom.
I want to vote for 8 now. I want to vote for 8.
Nice.
That is amazing. Sarah, what a show. And can I just say, you absolutely 100% deserve... you absolutely deserve the star that you're about to get.
I'm trying to move all of our rubbish out of your shot and I'm moving it into mine, Ben. Oh, my life. Yes.
Now, can I just say, That was a tremendous show, but I do have 1 star left.
No, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything to deserve that.
What about my yada yada yarin?
Yada yada yarin doesn't count. No, doesn't count.
I'm not giving it to Becky. I don't believe if I'm not getting one for yada yada yada, and Becky's not getting one for sitting in the gallery. No way. No way. Eating Haribo? No way, Jose. Can I just say what a fantastic show that has been. Sarah, thank you so much. We're heading towards 70% of the stock gone on the Baroque border dies. Make sure you pick that deal up. You've got 8 demos from Sarah, 3 from Debbie, and potentially more later on with Debbie as well. What a great show. Sorry, I'm just overwhelmed by all the stars and everything that's been going on. But here we go. This is the full collection, $19.99, $23.99.
Get it.
Get it
love
once you can. Thank you for a great show. When are you back?
I don't know. What day is it now? Friday? Am I back next week? I don't know.
no.
I am going to QVC next Tuesday, Wednesday.
You are?
For the launch of the brand new Gemini 2 here in the UK. So make sure you tune in watching QVC on Tuesday night. I'm at QVC Tuesday. I'm on Loose Women Tuesday. Then I'm on QVC on that night, QVC all the next day, travelling home through the night that night because I've got Crafters TV on next Thursday for the launch of my brand new signature collection.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. I'll be back with Debbie Robinson in 2 hours' time for the official launch of our freebie frenzy. Loads of great deals to grab. You can see more on the website right now. But grab this deal, grab those freebies in the freebie frenzy, and we'll see you in 2 hours' time. Bye.